Thank you for having me. My name is Yazid Salahudeen Mikail, and I'm joining this call from Nigeria. And I am 23 years old, and I'm a data scientist, and I work on the intersection between climate change and data, and I also work on public policy around data and AI. And I just ended my role as a data values advocate with United Nations Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data, and it's exciting to be here. So for me, how I would like to be engaged is having a say and having a power over how the whole of their data governance cycle or chain works. As a person, my data is being managed or secured. I should have a say. There should be that power balance in such a way that when someone is using my data or doing anything with my data, I can always say, hey, this is what I want you to do with my data, and this is what I don't want you to do with my data. Another thing is I so much want to be engaged in shaping narrative around data governance and helping people understand what exactly data governance is and how important it is in institutions and how we manage and handle people's data. So that's how I want to be engaged. And how my ideas could get to the wider population is through different platforms and such kind of opportunity where I speak and you promote it and you get across different stakeholders. Another opportunity is through the initiative like the Global Partnership Festival Didatos, where it brings people that has power within data to a place and give young people voice to see what they think is important. I think these are the ways I think my voice can be heard in the larger space. Me, when we're talking about fair and inclusion, I think about people having equitable access to how and power over how their data is being managed or secured or even collected in the first place, like the whole of the data management chain. And this begins from education, right? People need to be educated on what their data or the data they are generating could be used for and how it can be used to support them or harm them. I think that's the foundation of creating a fairer data future for all. Because I strongly believe that when people know the power of data or what data can be used to do for them or solve their problem, then they can be able to appreciate it and also engage more, which would contribute hugely to the larger goal of creating a fairer data future for all, where everybody can engage and everybody have equal access to how their data is being collected, managed, and benefit from the good of data. Data is beautiful. Yeah. For me, as someone who has background in chemical engineering, I've always have to come in contact with data of different types. Do data mean different thing in different contexts? But if I'm to develop technology or if I'm to do something, is to really help people understand what data is, right? I believe that is the foundation, and that should be the reason why it's been embedded into our education system, because this data could help us solve a lot of problems across different sectors. In engineering, you need data to be able to make informed decision. In development space, you need data to be able to make informed decisions. So I think I'll stretch more on trying to help people understand data beyond the confine of the class and just extrapolate it to other aspects in the world to help them have the broader view of what data is and how they can use it to be a better problem solvers and innovators across different aspects of life. So that's one thing I'll do. And if there is any technology, it's just the technology that protects people's data. That this is a very big threat to young people and to the wider population, and that could be challenging to the future. That's a very big challenge, especially when you're talking about fairer data future for all. You talk about security. So I would think about creating maybe a tech solution that could protect people's data regardless of where they are or anything. They will just be secured online. So yeah. course, yes. As a data value advocate throughout last year, I had the opportunity of working on different initiative that associated or that is related when you're talking about the intersection between climate change, and I said climate, when you're talking about the intersection between data and SDGs. And the beauty of data is it's multi-sectoral, its application is across different sectors. And the 17 SDGs, all of them can be backed by data. And I think that's one of the strong things the Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data Values Advocate initiative is being created for, to build the capacity of young people from across the world to be able to advocate for the leveraging of data in the achievement of the sustainable development goals. And you see people working across different sectors. See, for me, for instance, I work on using data to solve climate change issue, and you talk about maybe my engagement with climate change AI, an organization that is leveraging artificial intelligence to solve climate change issues across countries. And these are initiatives that you see leveraging data to support or promote or accelerate the achievement of the sustainable development goal. And I strongly believe that we do not have time. 2030 is very close. In the next 6 years, we'll be there. And there is very little to report, but data comes with the opportunity to at least take us a lot closer to where we want to go. And this kind of initiative, the Data Values Campaign, the climate change and AI, and all the interconnection between data and sustainable development goal are things that we can implement, or the initiatives I know that are working so much toward accelerating the achievement of the sustainable development goal while leveraging the beauty of data. Data is very powerful and empowering if effectively leveraged, and this could, leveraging data effectively and ethically, could secure the future we want for the younger generation. We are the leaders, and when we are secured, when we have the data knowledge, we're able to do more and more and more and solve all the problems that we're being faced with in this generation. So thank you, Datasphere, for leading this great initiative in gathering voices of young people to shape this, what you're doing. I am a particular fan of the work you do.